Clark got fouled more than any other rookie in WNBA history. She was picked on by experienced players who thought she stole something from them. Her college fame didn't mean anything to her right away. They meant to hurt her. She almost broke, but she did something that shocked everyone. She changed her body in every way. Everyone couldn't believe what they saw when things were over. People don't want you to know this dark story. She was born in Des Moines, Iowa, on January 22, 2002. Casey Elizabeth Clark was her name. Her family had 3 children, and she was the middle child. Being right between an older and a younger brother would change everything about her. Life has always been a battle. She always fought to stay ahead, win, or show something at home in West Des Moines. Brent and Ann, her parents, had no idea that the girl who would bounce a basketball around the house would one day change the course of sports history. Your dad played baseball and basketball in college. Her grandpa was a football coach. Sports were in the family. Caitlin was more than just sporty, though. She was crazy about winning. It looked like she had been dribbling for years, even though she was only 5 years old. It didn't matter if it was a board game or a school project. It was always her goal to win. The fire never went out, but it did get out of hand sometimes. During a fight, she threw her brother into a wall. His head was split open. So many fights like that had to be stopped by their mom. She was good at more than just hoops. At first, basketball wasn't even the most important thing. In high school, she got 26 goals in only 6 soccer games. Her coach thought she had what it took to play soccer at the Division I level. She played tennis, golf, volleyball, softball, and tennis. Everything Caitlin could have done was calling her louder than anything else. Back then, there wasn't a league for girls her age. So her dad put her in a league with boys. She had to fight to be on the court. That made her stronger. She joined the All-Iowa Attack AAOU team in Ames when she was in the 6th grade. That made everything different. While she was only 13, she played with kids who were older than her. One teacher said she hit a step-back three-pointer and then threw a pass that was perfectly aimed but missed the target. The same coach said most kids would choose ice cream after a win. That didn't bother Caitlin. She only wanted to get better at the game and win more. That was the beginning of everything. Everyone was shocked by the time she was a junior at Dowling Catholic High School. Caitlin got 60 points in one game on February 4, 2019. She scored 25 points and made 13 three-pointers in the first quarter alone. That was the most ever in Iowa. The students from the other team stands lined up for pictures after the game. At the end of her junior year, she had the most points in the whole state. She did it again the next year. As a senior, she scored 33.4 points, grabbed 8.4 rebounds, gave out 4.4 assists, and stole almost 3 steals per game. She scored 2,547 points in her career, which is 4th all-time in Iowa. She also made more three-pointers than anyone else. She scored 42 points in 3 overtimes on February 25, 2019, during the state playoff win. The team she was in charge of went 19-4 that season. Miss Iowa Basketball, Gatorade Player of the Year, and All-Iowa Athlete of the Year were all given to her. It was already famous that she had played basketball. Then it was November 25, 2020. The stands were almost empty. Fans were kept away by but the attention still found a student named Caitlin Clark, who is 18 years old. Something unique happened that night in the Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa. Caitlin scored 27 points, grabbed 8 boards, and passed the ball 4 times. She also made 58% of her field goal attempts. From the very first play, she took over the game. Even though it was her first game, she was already the best player there. Her defense even said something. With 3 steals, she showed that she could stop plays just as easily as she could start them. That night, Gabby Marshall, Kate Martin, McKenna Warrow, and Monica Ano were her teammates. Years later, they would all go on to win a national title together. But about that. From the first game, it was clear that Caitlin Clark would be Iowa's next big basketball star. After only 4 weeks, she did something even stranger. Against Western Illinois on December 22, she had her first triple-double of the season. She put up 13 points, grabbed 13 boards, and passed the ball 10 times. Of the 15 shots she took from the field, only 3 were hits. She didn't give up, though, she just changed. She focused on making games. A sharp pass to Logan Cook in the paint was her last assist, the one that made it a triple-double. At Iowa, this level of play hadn't been seen since 2015, when Samantha Logic did her last triple-double. Lisa Bluer, the coach, knew that what she was seeing was unusual. "This is a special triple-double that doesn't happen very often," she said. Still, Caitlin did it in her first month of college hoops. Caitlin said something even more amazing than her numbers when she was asked about it. "It was hard for me to hit the ball, so I just tried to get other people going. That's not how a beginner thinks. That person is a leader." Then February 11 came along. Caitlin went into Nebraska's home rink and left with the record for most points scored in a single game. She scored 39 points, grabbed 10 boards, and passed the ball 7 times. 12 out of 18 shots were made from the floor. From the free throw line, she made all of them. She did everything. She set Nebraska on fire from all sides. She had scored more than 600 points for the season by the end of the game. That had only been done by 4 other Iowa players in history. It wasn't just one hot night, though. Even though she was only a rookie, Caitlin had the most points in the whole country. That had never been done before in Division I. Not a single freshman, boy or girl. She scored 29.8 points per game before the Nebraska game. She was the fire, not just on fire. By the end of the season, she had broken all the records. After 30 games, she had a total of 799 points. That's 26.6 points each time. In a single season, no rookie had ever scored more. Not just in Iowa, but all over the country. In Division I, she had the most points. Of all the points she scored, she led in points per game. She was second in field goals made, third in three-pointers made, and second in helps per game. Not only did she make threes, she did so at an unheard-of rate. In 30 games, she made 116 three-pointers. That's almost 4 per game. Someone as new had never done that before. 12 times, she scored at least 30 points. In the year 2000, that had not happened. She also scored more points than any other student in Iowa history and ended the season with the 3rd most points in the school's history. Megan Gustafson was the only one with more points. That was not in her first years, but in her last. She won more than just Big Ten Freshman of the Year. She swept the award scene. During the season, she won 23 Big Ten awards. 13 times, she was named the week's most outstanding rookie. She was named Player of the Week 5 times, making her the first girl in school history to do so. She didn't just happen to make the All-Big Ten first team. Both coaches and the reporters agreed that she was the best choice. The National Rookie of the Year award went to both her and Paige Bucher of UConn. She was the first Hawkeye ever to win National Freshman of the Year. It took her 27.7 points and 6 assists each time they play in Big Ten games. In 9 conference games, she scored 30 points or more. In 8 more, she got over 20. Not only did her play make news, it also put Iowa back in the running for the national title. In the NCAA tournament, they made it to the Sweet 16 and won the Big Ten title. It was their 8th trip to the Sweet 16 all-time and their 3rd in 4 years. After her first year of college, Caitlin Clark did something that no one else in Division I women's basketball had ever done. She scored the most points and set up the most goals in the country. Every game, she scored 27 points, gave out 8 passes, and grabbed 8 rebounds. Most players aren't even good at one thing. Clark led in 2 at the same time. It was never seen that balanced. Scorers were supposed to put points in. People who were meant to pass did so. But Caitlin Clark didn't follow those rules. She did everything. Not just how many points she scored shocked people. It was how many people helped her do it. 8 helpers per game while scoring the most. That shook up everything you thought you knew about ball roles. Defenders paid close attention to her. It didn't matter if there were double or triple teams. She was still able to thread impossible passes, find partners who were wide open, and set them up like it was nothing. She was sometimes even better at passing than she was at scoring. It looked like she had eyes in the back of her head when she played. Everyone on defense always got it wrong when she made them guess. As her stats went up, so did the stress. Other teams knew that normal defense wouldn't work against her, so they got rough. They pushed her, hit her, and pulled on her shirt. Some of the guards pushed Those were the limits of what was allowed. The coaches planned whole games to wear her down. Each time they had the ball, they fired a shot. Still, she kept going. They tried to knock her down many times, but she always got back up stronger. No longer was it just skill. It had grit. The toughness of her mind couldn't be broken. While all of this was going on, something bigger began to take shape. All of a sudden, everyone in the country was watching Iowa play hoops. Not just people from the area or the Big Ten, but everyone.